If you're a new eBay seller, here's why you're not making any sales. I think one of the most overlooked reasons why you're not making any sales is actually your feedback. I truly believe this is one of the reasons why I'm able to sell a lot of the items I do, while a lot of other sellers struggle to sell them. If you see two items listed for the same price, but one seller has over 7,000 positive feedback and the other one only has 15, most people are going to lean towards that 7,000 seller. Unfortunately, on eBay, only about 20% of buyers leave feedback on their items, so getting feedback can be very difficult. Now, I don't want this to discourage you because everyone has to start somewhere, and eventually you will start to get these positive feedbacks. eBay does automatically leave positive feedback after a certain period of time if the buyer doesn't leave any feedback and there are no issues with the transaction. And this does help to bridge that gap with only 20% of buyers actually leaving feedback. But they are kind of generic, and you want more specific feedback to kind of help grow your sales. That being said, I have 2 tips to help you get more positive and specific feedback, which will ultimately help you get more sales. Tip number 1 is fast shipping. I cannot tell you how many feedback I have that just specifically talk about how quickly I was able to get that product to their doorstep. The faster you're able to get the products to the buyers, the happier they'll be and the more likely they are to actually leave you feedback. My next tip is to give the most accurate description you can for your products. I actually sell a lot of items with flaws, but I'm very open about those flaws in the description, and I take very good photos of them. Even if there aren't any flaws, I make sure I take a ton of photos so the buyer knows exactly what they're getting. If you're upfront and honest about exactly what you have, then the buyer will be happy with their purchase. Again, I've received a lot of positive feedback talking specifically about the description of the products that I sold. If you focus on those 2 things, I think you'll start to see more feedback for your store and ultimately more sales. That's it for today. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Thanks for watching.